Hey yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Well, as you can see, I got rid of the Ray Rice jersey. We are back to the tried and true Fitzy, but it didn't help that much. So hopefully by next week I'm going to have something new to try out and we'll see how that works. So it is officially week 9 of the NFL and fantasy football season. So let's get right into it. First off, want to get into the real games that happened. As I said, it wasn't that great of a week. Sadly, my pro teams went 1-1. We'll start off with the loss because it was pretty sad. The Cardinals played Green Bay, and Rodgers had another great game. And really, we didn't look that out of it in the first half, but the second half, we just got outclassed. We ended up losing 31-17, and ended up, if I'm not mistaken, with something like 7 total rushing yards. I think it was the lowest total in the history of football since the 50s. Maybe that was just our personal history since the 50s. I don't know, it was something pathetic, let's put it that way. And really, until we get a better offensive line and we get a better running back and a consistent quarterback play, it's not going to change. I mean, we have decent running backs. We just don't have a good enough quarterback play and a good enough line to really make them dominant, you know? Even when Emmitt Smith was here, we still couldn't. So that was definitely the one loss. But the one win was a great win, which is always a tough game. Whenever Baltimore plays Cleveland, it's always a tough game. Any of the games in that division, whether it be Pittsburgh, Cleveland, or Cincinnati, they're always really tough games. So anytime that we can come out with a win, I'm happy about it. Regardless if it ended up only being 25-15, I don't care. I was still happy about it. Some of the other big games that happened, the Bears absolutely destroyed the Titans, 51-22. They looked really good. The Bears looked really solid, and the Titans didn't look bad. They looked really good. And then, amazingly, like I'll mention later on when I get to the actual point total, but it seems like good old Chris Johnson, the times when he actually blows up are against good defenses. He went off for 18.5 points again against the Bears defense, but whatever. Also, a really impressive comeback win by the Colts, and it was one of the most just touching, heartfelt speeches I've ever heard in the locker room afterwards. Chuck Pagano, who I'm sure you've heard, is currently going through leukemia treatments. It was the first time that he was cleared and allowed to come back to the stadium and actually watch the game. And oh my God, he gave a speech afterwards that was chill-inducing. It was one of the most beautiful speeches, and you could really see that everybody is so serious about winning for him. And I love seeing that. I mean, I don't like the Colts. I've never liked the Colts. I don't like Andrew Luck. I don't like anybody on the Colts. But I love seeing that. That's just always awesome to see a group of people, a group of underdogs rally around a common goal and succeed. I love seeing that. So that gets us to 1-1 through our pro games. Then we get to the fantasy. And let's start off with the win, just to get that out of the way first. It was in the BFFL League. I am now tied for first place. Pretty awesome. At 6-3. Yeah, 6-3. Ended up winning 99.8 to 81.8. Had a solid game from Forte. A pretty good game from Gates. He ended up going like 15 points. Forte was like 18 something. And Jackson had a pretty good game. He went up for like 14. I ended up sitting Fitzy, who actually ended up having, I want to say, like 12 points, and played Andre instead, which was but thankfully, even though I probably still would have gotten the win, Jordy Nelson put up a big goose egg. I'm not even sure if he played or not, so I didn't get to watch the game. One thing I keep saying, I hate living in Vegas, not getting to see that. But, well, actually, that's not true, because I was out of the country anyway, but so regardless, it was nice to get that win. Then we get around to the losing game, which sadly was in the Any Given Sunday League, so I ended up going 2-2. I ended up scoring 120.74 points, but lost to a guy who scored 126.70 points. But honestly, I had so many people on bye, and I actually did a good job of picking people up and got some good points out of them. But there's no way I could have gotten the win. It wasn't like one of those times where, oh shit, if I would have started I would have gotten the extra 6 points I needed. It wasn't like that. I got maximum points out of my team. I only had 5 points on my bench, which was from the Cleveland Browns defense. So I ended up having, like I said, 18.5 points from Chris Johnson. Had a good 16-point day from Turner, a good 18-point day from Deshaun Jackson, 15-point day from Owen Daniels, and really should have gotten the win. But he had Brandon Marshall, and Brandon Marshall's 3 touchdowns. If Brandon Marshall could have just gotten 2 touchdowns, I would have gotten the win. But no! They had to have the perfect Jay Cutler to Brandon Marshall combination. So that killed me, which sucks. Definitely sucks. Going 2-2, not the best, but at the end of the day, it's better than going 0-4 or 0-3 like I did the week before, so I'm happy. So there you have it. That is week number 9 for the 2012 NFL and fantasy football wrap-up. Let me know what you guys think, how you guys did, how your fantasy teams and pro teams are doing, anything big news, crazy games, injuries, anything like that. You just want to talk football, hit me up. I love talking football, so that's what I'm doing this for. So hopefully everybody had a great week with both your real and fantasy teams, and let me know. As always, I am Matthew Maley. This is MatthewMaley.com. You can always check me out on MatthewMaley.com, where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry, MatthewMaley.com. You can check out my video blog and the previous video blog, as well as leave me a comment. You can also check me out on YouTube. That's where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Just search for Matthew Maley Poker. You can also check me out directly up on Facebook. I am again at Matthew Maley Poker. I post all my videos on there, so check them out. You could also follow me on Twitter. I'm at Matthew Maley. Usually I do a lot of tweeting during the games, always shit like that. This week, not at all, but usually. And then finally, check me out on Instagram. I'm at Matthew Maley Poker, so check me out. And until the next video, I'm officially signing off. Hope everybody had a great week. And again, sorry I didn't get to put up the weekly movie review from this weekend. As I said, I was out of the country. But I promise I will be back next week. So, till the next video, I'm signing off. Peace out, everybody.